Hey, this is Neve of the Stay-at-Home Family, and today I'm going to talk about iPhone addiction or smartphone addiction. So this is actually kind of a departure from my usual sort of video, but my mother got an iPhone, and she was really excited about it, but she was kind of saying, wow, you know, Neve, I can really see how quickly and easily these things become quite addictive. That, you know, you kind of find yourself waking up in the morning and the first thing you're doing before you're even out of bed is checking your email. You know, now, in a world where we're kind of super hyper over connected, sometimes that can be a massive challenge. Is, okay, how do I create some space around me and create some rules to help me avoid you know, cutting myself off or being sucked into the iPhone too easily. And for, you know, I just want to say, I don't think there's anything wrong with these things. I have one myself. I would show it to you, but it's recording this video. So smartphones make it incredibly easy for us to get access to stuff. But as such, everything is also kind of designed to pull us into whatever particular agenda or program wants to pull us in. So for example, Facebook has notifications set up so that it lets you know, hey, there's stuff to look at over here, and then you spend more time there. It's for their benefit. So there's a couple things that you can do to avoid becoming completely sucked in when you get a smartphone. One, get to know your notifications center. Now this is in the iPhone settings. If you go to settings and notifications, I'm not sure where it is on other smartphones, but I'm sure there is one. In your notifications settings, you can actually go through each and every single app and make sure that they are turned off or turned only to what you want to see. Now, I have mine set so everything is turned off, except I do get I have one particular email address listed as a VIP email, which is when I do get sales notifications, because I never mind seeing those pop up on my phone. So I see those pop up in the lock screen, but nothing else is going to show up there. You have complete control over this so that you don't feel like you have to be sucked in the second someone sends you a message or the second Skype beeps or any of these other things. Now, two, create rules for yourself. So once you've got the notifications the way you want, you need to create a few rules that that still allow you to use the phone, but use it the way you intended to use it instead of kind of falling into whatever way the phone wants you to use the phone. So a couple things would be, don't keep it right next to your bed. You know, I got to a point where I'm in a different time zone than a lot of the people I work with. So when I would wake up in the middle of the night, sometimes I would wake up because one of the kids was crying, and then I would check my phone before falling back asleep, and it would kind of throw me out of a deep sleep. So what happens is sometimes when this happens, you're kind of not fully doing what you're doing. You're kind of half in your phone, half not. So, for example, one great rule that I have is now my phone is no longer right next to me. My phone is across the room, so still if someone should need to ring me in an emergency, I'll still wake up. If I want to set my alarm, actually it works even better because I have to get out of bed to turn it off. And it means that I'm not, you know, checking emails or checking Facebook right before I get out of bed. Another thing that you can do is add and delete apps as you go. So this is one thing that I do quite often. Like the Facebook app on the iPhone is incredibly convenient, but it also can then really easily mean that you're sucked into Facebook all day. So what I used to do would be, I kind of never work at the weekends. You know, I have a strict rule of once I've done my 3 hours on a Friday, that's kind of it. But I would find myself kind of like, oh, the button's right there, and I'm so used to pushing it. So I would actually delete the app every weekend and then reinstall it on a Monday. Now it's gotten to the point where I've completely deleted the app, so that in order to go on Facebook on my phone, I have to make a very conscious decision. I have to like go into Safari, type in facebook.com, log in, kind of do it as if it's an internet browser. Now, if the point of buying a smartphone is to have ease, why would we do this? Well, one thing is to keep in mind is, what automatic processes do you do? Like, for example, sometimes I would fold over my laptop, walk over to the counter, pick up my phone, and automatically click Facebook just out of habit, even though I had just logged off it on my computer. So what happens kind of without thinking? Sometimes you have to game yourself a little bit. You have to set things up in such a way that you have to make a conscious decision to do something. So those are my 3 top rules for not getting addicted to your iPhone. I know it's a kind of a departure from what I normally talk about, but sometimes we have to make conscious decisions in life to create what it is we want to create in our day, to decide how we want to be. And that's one thing that has led me to a lot of the success that I've had, is making conscious decisions ahead of time to kind of game myself a little bit, to know my weaknesses and set up some rules so that I could do and be the kind of person that I want to be. Have time in my life for reading, for going for walks, for spending time with my kids uninterrupted. All these things happen when you really make decisions to live the way you want to live and create some rules to change your habits, because it's just habits that come back to get you. So make a new decision. Click the link below to learn more about the stay-at-home family and what we do, and I will see you in the next video.